Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're digging into a leadership briefing from the research firm Virtualization Options LLC. It covers a threat that goes way beyond typical data breaches and hacks. It's a technology designed to weaponize trust itself. We're talking, of course, about deepfakes.
And that quote, it really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We are all wired to trust our senses. But what happens when you can no longer trust what you see and hear, especially inside your own organization? What are the consequences when a video of your CEO or an audio call from your CFO can be faked so convincingly?
Okay, so let's dive right in. To really understand the risk here, we first need to get a clear handle on what we're actually talking about. So, what is this new kind of digital manipulation?
Now, this is the crucial point. A deepfake isn't just a simple edit or a clever Photoshop job. You have to understand this is content that never, ever happened. It's powerful artificial intelligence learning a person's face, their voice, all their mannerisms, and then creating entirely new synthetic media that looks and sounds completely authentic. And look, this isn't some far-off science fiction concept. This technology has absolutely exploded in just a handful of years, from a niche academic idea back in 2014 to tools that are widely accessible today. And the quality? It's improving at a frankly startling pace, which is why this briefing is so critical for leaders right now.
So that brings us to the big "so what" question. Why should this be at the very top of every executive's radar? Well, it's because this tech creates a whole new landscape of corporate risk that directly impacts your security, your reputation, and, your bottom line.
And these dangers, they aren't abstract ideas. They map directly to the core business functions that every leader is responsible for. We're talking about direct financial loss from fraud, severe reputational damage from fake announcements, and major security breaches from AI-powered social engineering.
Just look at how these attacks work. They're designed to completely bypass your traditional firewalls by targeting your most vulnerable asset, human trust. Imagine getting a frantic audio call. It sounds exactly like your boss demanding an urgent wire transfer. Or a video drops online of your CEO seemingly trashing your flagship product. The impact isn't just technical, it's immediate and potentially catastrophic.
So we've covered the what and the why. Let's move on to the now what. How can you and your teams actually start to build a defense? It all starts with detection, learning to spot those subtle giveaways that something just isn't right.
Your first line of defense is simply paying closer attention. The AI is good, but it often makes small mistakes. Look for odd blinking patterns, either way too much or not nearly enough. Check if the lighting on the person's face actually matches the room they're supposed to be in. Often, the edges where the fake face meets the hair or neck can look blurry or just off.
What you hear is every bit as important as what you see. Really listen for a voice that lacks that natural human emotion and inflection. Does it feel a little robotic? Are there strange pauses or rhythm that just feels unnatural? Even a tiny mismatch between the lip movements and the sound can be a dead giveaway that you're listening to a synthesized voice.
And finally, think about the person as a whole. Does the person in the video act like the person you know? Maybe their gestures are stiff, or they use words that are totally out of character. And here's a huge one. If you see someone smiling while their voice sounds angry or distressed, that emotional mismatch is a massive red flag. A deepfake might get the face right, but it often struggles with the personality.
Spotting fakes is a critical skill, but let's be honest, it's purely reactive. A resilient organization needs to be proactive. So let's explore how you can build a robust, multi-layered defense. This illustrates the two-front war you really have to fight. On one side, you've got your tech defenses. AI that can scan for fakes. Biometrics that confirm a person is real and live, not just a recording. But technology alone is not enough. You have to invest in your human defenses, training your people and setting up clear protocols to build what the report calls a human firewall.
So this brings us to the actionable playbook. First, implement multi-factor authentication. That includes liveness detection. That's a quick check to prove it's a real person in real time. Second, update your cybersecurity training to specifically include these threats. Third, for sensitive stuff like fund transfers, you have to use secure encrypted channels. And critically, create an out-of-band verification protocol. That just means if you get an urgent video call asking for money, the rule is to hang up and verify that request using a trusted phone number you already have. Finally, audit your public footprint, because every video and audio clip of your executives out there is just raw material for an attacker.
All right, let's pull back and look at the bigger picture. This isn't a problem that's going away. We are entering a completely new reality when it comes to digital trust, and we need to be prepared for what that means.
This quote summarizes the path forward perfectly. There is no silver bullet. There's no single piece of software you can install to solve this. The only effective defense is a holistic one that combines the best technology, smart and clear corporate policies, and an aware, vigilant workforce. And that brings us to the final, crucial question. This is no longer just a technological challenge for your IT team. It is a fundamental leadership challenge for you. In an era where seeing is no longer believing, how will you build and maintain a culture of authenticity? How will you protect the truth that your organization's entire reputation and security depend on? That's the question every leader needs to be asking.